and they pronounce my name Guy. Hey, Guy, and then they put a K on the end, and I'll let you figure out the pronunciation of that.
Brickaball, when we don't shoot, I've heard that at a couple schools. Barkley Brickaball, your team needs to be named after your last name because you're shooting a lot of bricks. A lot of twist on my last name, and that's some pretty clever heckling at some of the Big South schools.
We had a player that I played with who, his name was Darren Levy, and he had really big poofy hair, and he kind of slicked it back. And we were playing at Puget Sound, and it was an important game. And he was at the free throw line, pressure situation, and they started chanting Elvis. And I remember one of my teammates on the free throw line just started, or at the rebounding side, started cracking up during the game. And I thought, this isn't good. And he missed both free throws, and we went on to lose the game. But he never lived that nickname down.
It's usually related to my baldness. I can't remember exactly what it was, but anything in like heckling my looks, my baldness, and that type of thing.
One time when I was assistant at Richmond, we were at the A10 tournament, which was down in Atlantic City at Boardwalk Hall. And you're coming off the court, and I had this like silverish gray suit on, I guess, and obviously I'm thin, and this guy called me Skeletor.
The players always tell my wife, Miss Mona, make sure you put coach's clothes out, you know, make sure they match. But she was working, and I actually wore a sweater one time on a road trip that I was just getting, there was like 4 or 5 guys sitting behind our bench at Radford, and they had those red wigs on. And the whole game, they were just hammering me about how ugly my sweater was. So I told my assistant coach, it was about a minute 30 left in the game, and I knew we had the game won at that point. So I took my sweater off and gave it to those guys. I'll never forget, we played the conference tournament at Asheville that year, and those guys showed up wearing my sweater. And when Radford wasn't playing, they cheered for us. And he even had a sign, "We love Coach Reeves," and there were a bunch of Radford fans, and those guys, I don't know if they still have that sweater or not, but that's a true story.